Hi, this is Katrina Ford representing the Dulles South Neighborhood Closet. Thank you for being willing to volunteer with one of our events. We're excited to have you. A couple of things that you need to know. First of all, during COVID times, please make sure that when you show up, you have a mask and that you stay masked the entire event. You can go outside and take some mask breaks as needed, but just stay with the mask on. So when you come in, you'll need to sign in, put your name and the time you arrived. If you've never volunteered before, make sure that you've given us your phone number and email address so we can contact you later. We want to keep track of the number of hours that you've stayed, so make sure that when you leave that you sign out as well. So the important things that volunteers need to do is we have a couple of different shifts. One of those shifts is to sort the clothes that we get as donations. And we talk a lot about this, is that we want to make sure that our guests get the best clothing possible. So when we go through a bag, they're not guaranteed to all be women's clothes, men's clothes, or young boy clothes. They are often mixed. So the first thing we start looking at when we open up a bag is the tag. Now, a lot of these tags are not super visible, but typically they're going to be right near the collar, the back, and a lot of shirts are going to have them on the inseam of the side of your shirt. So check there, especially with jackets as well. So when you go through the bag, you'll have to sort them according to size. Now there's a point where women's and girls, or men's and boys, start mixing. Put those aside and have someone come double check you. So you'll open them up, check them. I always give them a quick to get dust off. You do not need to fully fold them when you put them out. You can just do a little quick fold and throw them nicely on the table. Generally, we just want to make sure that the size is almost visible and that they can see what is written on the front of the shirt. So just a quick fold is all that's needed. We want to avoid as much unfolding as possible because unfolding makes it messier. So when you come up to things, you're going to sort them by size and by tops or bottoms. So same thing, we'll find this. Now this has a size on it. It says XXL. Now XXL could be a girl's or a women's size. So you need to kind of judge where we're at in the size zone. So this one's going to be a women's. So again, check for stains, check for any tears, and then quick fold and set it on the women's tops. If there's a section that says sweaters or winter, it would go in that section. We check for tears and stains. This one has a little tag along with it, little hair clip. Take that off, throw that away because hair clips are not reusable. So just check everything, make sure that it's in good condition. Anything stain wise that is larger than a quarter, so just about that size, if there's more than 2 of those, then that item cannot be given away, and we have a receptacle for those. But make sure that everything that we put out is in quality and is still being able to be used. The next shift that you have is just monitoring the people coming through. Right now we're doing appointments, and those appointments are timed. So we want to make sure, because of the numbers that we're allowed in a building, that those people are not taking more time than they were allotted. So our job while folding and sorting is to make sure that if they have 15 to 30 minutes, that they leave then at 30 minutes. We also do need to monitor the number of bags that they are taking. If it's an event that we have limited the number of bags, then we need to lovingly remind them as they go to exit that there are more people to come and that we need to leave some of these bags behind. And if they want to take an extra minute outside of the room to sort that, they can. Otherwise, the bag needs to stay. This is not about denying them of anything. This is making sure that we have enough for everyone who we want to provide service for. So your job is to make sure that items get out appropriately on the table. Typically, we have more stuff than what's out on the tables, and that's the way we want to keep it that way. We want to restock during the day. So if you see a bag underneath the women's large, and we're full of women's large, don't touch them, don't put them out yet. Let them go through the women's large before we touch anything else. If they're starting to thin out on that size or whatever size it is, go ahead and put a couple of things out, sorting the same way we did before, making sure that there's limited stains and no tears. That way we don't have a paddling of clothes, which just ruins all the work that we have done. It just provides for a quicker shop and an easier shop for people coming in. But we really do appreciate all the service and volunteer hours you provide. Make sure that you've checked in and checked out. And we do appreciate all the work that's being done, and thank you so much.